The information in this channel is based on the book Your Guide to Health by Dr. Clifford R. Anderson. Information contained here is meant only as a summary guide and not as a replacement of the services of qualified medical professionals. Not everyone responds in the same way to diet. Therefore, it is the person's responsibility to find out which food is suitable in the area of a health concern. The substances used in production of medicine is also contained in the food humans consume. The class of drugs used in the fighting of infections which may be caused by bacteria, is called antibiotics. A lot of people may look at bacteria as being negative, but bacteria also play a positive role in the human system. I'll be listing here 9 different medicinal groups used to combat different kinds of ailments. On the list is also included kidney disease and cancer. First of all, we'll be discussing antibiotics. Several years ago, Barry Marshall and Warren discovered that one of the causes of ulcer was a bacteria called Helicobacter pylori, also known as H. pylori. It was from here they were able to use antibiotics in combating the illness of ulcer. Here is a list of foods and spices which contain antibiotic substances. Red pepper is potent in the area of being an antibiotic. Even from when a person consumes it, you often feel its effects in the bloodstream. So it all depends on how much a person needs to sanitize their system that they consume any of these kinds of antibiotics. Abusing these kinds of antibiotics also has its consequences. However, this is a good place for someone to start in terms of having proper health. If a person does not consume any food, but they keep on taking drugs, they will still end up remaining sick. But the first step in having proper health is to consume the right food. And if that doesn't work, then to move over to taking drugs. And even when taking the medicine, you'll still be consuming the right foods. So here is a list that someone can consider in terms of fighting of infections. In present-day world, people abuse drugs in order to get their sex drive above a certain level. However, some foods can actually do a better job than those drugs. I highlight here bananas, cucumber, and red peppers. Sometimes having a right sex drive level all depends on blood flow in the system. Looking at these kinds of foods, you will know that they actually relate to pumping of blood from the heart. Mental illness is presently a very big challenge in society. Recently, someone who was very popular and wealthy jumped off the top of a building. I believe she left a note before going down. What could be the cause of all of this? There are several reasons, of course, that could lead to that. However, my focus here is on the brain and the health of the brain. Mental illness could be caused as a result of natural reasons, which is congenital, or it could be as a result of the brain not feeling well. Just like a general illness, like when a person has, let's say, malaria. So also the brain could have its own kind of illness. Here are some foods which are good for the brain to keep it in good health. For example, you have berries, nuts, and pumpkin seeds. Turmeric is also good. Turmeric actually calms the human system. But I would suggest that berries should be part of a person's diet if they want to have good mental health. For estrogen enhancement, here is a list of the foods that a person can consume. I highlight here dates, flaxseed, and soybeans. Flax seeds actually contain omega-3 fatty acids. For fertility improvement, Here is a list of foods a person can take in order to be in a proper shape. I highlight here avocado, citrus fruits, and walnuts. Walnuts also contain omega-3 fatty acids. In 2019, 17.9 million people lost their lives to cardiovascular related ailments. That represents about 1/3 of all the people who died in that year. So heart disease is a very serious sickness that needs to be given more attention. Here is a list of foods a person can consume in order to slow down the process or, if possible, cure heart disease. There are so many that can be highlighted here, but I'll discuss only a few. Avocado is important, as well as almonds, berries, fatty fish, and fish oil. Fatty fish is important in the sense that it serves as dense protein, as well as it has its own naturally occurring oil, which is healthy. Refined oil has been proven to be a culprit in heart disease, so it has been advised for people to use olive oil. However, consuming so much olive oil, which in itself is a product of a combination of olive and other substances, may not be as healthy as if taking oil naturally from fish. We also have here green vegetables, walnuts. Like I said before, walnuts contain omega-3 fatty acid, and omega-3 fatty acid is important for the heart. For the improvement of blood circulation, here is a list of foods that a person can consume. We have beetroot, cayenne pepper, garlic, ginger, and many more. Yes, we are here now at kidney disease. In recent times, people have been falling prey to kidney disease, and sometimes they will say, oh, there are people who are not addicted to drinking alcohol. However, kidney disease could be as a result of infection or some other causes. Here is a list of foods which a person can consume in order to reduce the risk, slow down the process, or possibly cure kidney ailments. You see here on this list red peppers. Red peppers was earlier listed as being good as an antibiotic. So if the kidney disease is going to be caused by an infection, red peppers can actually take care of that. Other foods on the list are berries, cabbage, cauliflower, cherries, citrus fruits, garlic. Good to know you got to the end of this video. So remember to like and subscribe for more healthy living tips. Cancer has defied medical solution as there's no particular drug to combat it. However, there are people in society who have recovered from the ailment. There's a school of thought which says cancer is as a result of vitamin B deficiency, while another says it's as a result of excess vitamin B. Whichever it is advisable to have proper diet. Here is a list of some food items that a person can consume to enable them fight the battle. We have here beans, berries, broccoli, flaxseed, garlic, and the others. So I've given here 9 medicinal groups to combat different kinds of ailment. Other ones are going to be shared in part 2. So until next time, create for better living.